Hello everybody, how are you doing this beautiful Sunday? My name is David Burke. I am the Fig Hunter of Burke Family Farms. And what we're going to lesson today is we're out here with the girls and we are looking at some of our trees. Now this is of course the experimental trees. We do a lot of grafting on these trees and we're air layering some stuff off. And well, this isn't a graft on this one right here. This branch is far outpacing that branch. But instead of pruning it this winter, like I could have easily, I knew that I wanted to practice my air layering this spring. So here I am. I already girdled one section. I'm going to come down and girdle another section down here. So hopefully the energy will be going into this beautiful scaffolding. Now these, why? You say, well, this is a beautiful branch. Well, this is beautiful scaffolding. And what that means is the limbs are coming out at really nice levels and everything's looking good. So here's the first thing we do. Make sure you have a sharp knife. This one has a hook on it. I usually clean it, sterilize my tools before. Hi. My daughter wants to say hi. So here, and then you have yourself a little grafting kit. So here we are. We're going to show you. I had this one right here already girdled. I'm going to come down here. And I'm thinking that this would be pretty good level to allow that to catch up. So it has two here. I'll start right here. So what you do is I like this hook knife because I can reach around and start the cut, continue it. You don't want to go really too deep. All you're trying to do is get through the bark, the cambium layer. What's the cambium layer? Is that the green stuff right here? Well, that's kind of it. It's much more than that. So see. And then the bubs down below, she's telling us exactly. She's giving instructions here. And so then I split it. And I'm always keeping my thumb away from the knife blade, but still it's steadying it. Because I use the tip. And usually just, okay, see if I did it right. You can use this tip to peel it off, see? Ooh, that one. Then you take it, and come right around. Now this might be a little wider. Some people, you know, this is a little over an inch. A little around an inch. Some people do 1/2 inch girdles. You know, I'm a thumb guy. I do body parts for measurements. And my thumb, it's about what my thumb is. So, there you go. You can use a rooting hormone. You don't have to use a rooting hormone. You can score this. I've got some of this Clonex that I got for my birthday. And usually for cuttings, I'm a big fan of dip and grow. So I figured I'd start using it. You really can't dip this. I guess I could brush on the dip and grow. But for this, I figured this was really easy. So I'm just brushing this on. Get it all around. Hoping this takes, because this already has some nice scaffolding started. Okay, so the next step is you have your dirt, and for this it's going to be pretty darn heavy, so I'm going to take a little of the soil out. All going to be pretty heavy. When you have your soil like that, you take a trusty knife. Now you can go that way, but I prefer this way. So you split your bag. I'm a big fan of electrical tape. You take and you wrap the soil around, making sure it encounters all aspects. Been using zip ties, but I'm a big fan for grafting and stuff for electrical tape, so this is what I have readily available. I find zip ties, even when you cut the ends, they tend to poke through the next process. Where this, it stretches pretty darn tight without. There's multiple reasons for pruning. As we see, this limb is a little bit weaker for the tree, so being way out here, if it fruited, it wouldn't be strong. I'll come back and I'll add a stake here to support the weight. And the next and final step, don't forget to put your lid back on, especially with small children running around. Right. You guys wouldn't knock that over. It's because this is a southern exposure and it's gonna get warm. That's why, again, another reason we didn't talk about is depending on where you put this is gonna be kind of how moist you want your soil mix. And you don't poke holes in the bag. I know there's some things that say you need to aerate it. Don't. Once it dries out, you're really not gonna be able to wet it very easily again. Since this is a southern exposure right here, do the best we can to kind of insulate it a little bit, protect those roots. This is a great way to continue to propagate your stuff for trade, for your own gardens, throughout the year. So once your cuttings, because you can do this almost all summer long, as long as you protect it. You can start air layering once the tree starts growing green. Or better yet, once the latex starts moving. So you can definitely start pre-spring. You get a jump on it right when you're grafting. Another thing too is because as it warms up, it hasn't yet hit 100, but as soon as it hits 100 here, grafting will be a little bit more difficult for us in full sun. It'll just dry out. And I know there's ways to do it and ways to keep it wet and make it successful. Again, for us, it'll just dry out. So this here is a Cadota tree. So we will either plant these or use Cadota for our next rootstock, and it'll have some nice scaffolding. Well, thank you very much. You say bye-bye?
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We are the Fig Hunters. And you're the figette? You're a little figlet? Yes, okay. So you find a tree, you make a friend. You plant that tree, and we make friends forever, right? Are you my friend? Okay, high five. Nux. If you like what you're seeing, please first subscribe. Second, click that big bell up in the right-hand top that lets you know the next notifications, and share. Share us with the world. Let everybody else know that you're kind of like us. We are plant addicts. I'll admit it. Ask my wife what I just did at Home Depot. But we love to grow stuff. And with the world around us, how brown it is, because we're in Northern California and it's already summer. As of April 1st, it was fire season up here. I want to create as much green as possible.